Did I ask you to start playing again?
Hi, I'm Adam from Young Screenwriters. We're a resource and community for up-and-coming screenwriters, and today we're going to look at the first page of Whiplash and what makes it such a great hook for an opening screenplay. We have the rest of the script linked below if you want to take a look at the whole thing in context, but here we go. What makes this screenplay work really well is we start with strong imagery that represents the core conflict and promise of what the movie's about. This movie is about drumming. It is about conservatory obsession. It is about the pursuit of greatness by obsessed people. Where do we start with? A hit. A drumstick against a drumhead. Crisp, sharp. This right here is an opening image that shows us what this movie's about. So many screenplays do not consciously use their imagery and especially their opening imagery in as focused and concise a way as possible. And it does so in a way that's not overly verbose. It shows us a hit, the drumstick, the second hit, and then like gunfire, the establishing room, a conservatory practice studio room, and more importantly, its protagonist, Andrew Naiman. He's slight honor student skinny, except for his arms, which have been built from years and years of drumming. This right here is fantastic narrative description describing the protagonist. It tells you exactly who this person is, the except for his arms being key in describing this guy's a drummer. He's got nothing else going for him. It's not like he's ripped from like exercise or something else that isn't tied to his obsession. He is a drummer through and through. This is one great detail, physical detail, describing the protagonist in a way that is tied to their character. Suddenly, a man enters the practice room, stopping, rising. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's okay. Stay there. The man steps forward, removes his coat. He's tall, late 50s, black t-shirt, black slacks, black shoes. We'll know him as Fletcher. The room is silent, and then softly, as he's one of those people whose whisper will scare the crap out of you, this right here, another great single detail that tells you who this person is based on his power. He has power over Andrew.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
I don't know.
Sure you do.
We've already established, based on just their first two lines and how we've described Fletcher versus how we described Naiman, we have established their relationship. This is great economical screenwriting. What's your name? Andrew Naiman, sir. It's pronounced Naiman. This is important because Fletcher specifically later on in the script calls him Neiman instead of Naiman.
Okay, Neiman.
What year are you? I'm a first year, sir. Do you know who I am? Yes. You know what I do? Instantly. We know Andrew's obsessed with drumming. This man here is somebody who Andrew desperately wants to be respected by. So few scripts use great imagery that's tied to character and great interpersonal relationships on page one. We understand Andrew's grand passion. He wants to be a drummer. He wants to be a drummer more than anything. He's slight honor student skinny, except for his arms. That is the type of narrative description that will tell you everything you need to know about who your protagonist is. That is the type of narrative description that gives you a strong sense of character and, more importantly, character's grand desire. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about storytelling and screenwriting, check out one of our free courses with NYU screenwriting professor John Warren in the link below.